Now let's talk about a few things. Did you notice anything?
Well, for one, Jack and Wendy got some upgrades from the armory.
No. I mean like major plot points moved around and repurposed with the distinct lack of others, as has been the case with this whole fucking series. The entirety of the hotel lobby confrontation scene was removed. And while that scene was fun, I'm not too sure how well it would play with film Jack, as that old-fashioned abortion would have ended up on a rect thread on 4chan and not with a mild tummy ache. Wendy does witness some elevator activity and apparitions in the film, but that got moved to a little later on, so I'll touch upon that when we get to it. But she also witnesses something that leads to one of the most important and consequential changes Kubrick made in this adaptation, the incorporation of REDRUM itself. It is truly the perfect culmination of all the different breadcrumbs left throughout the film, and it really puts the use and reveals of REDRUM in the miniseries to shame. Kubrick took his time, waiting over an hour and 19 minutes until we got our first appearance of REDRUM. The scene in question couldn't have been more effective to tease it either. After Danny is found with bruises all over his neck, Jack lies to Wendy, saying that there isn't anyone in room 237 and that he did it to himself. Wendy, overwhelmed by the constant gaslighting and manipulation from her husband, suggests getting Danny out of the hotel. Just before Jack boils over, Tony gives Danny a flash vision of REDRUM written on the bathroom door, and the elevator spewing thousands of gallons of blood as he listens to his father mercilessly berating his mother. Tony knows what's around the corner, showing it to Danny the only way he can, through a mirrored reflection. In the very next scene, Jack has his meeting with Grady in the bathroom mirror, where he solidifies his plan of correcting those who interfere with his newfound duties as the caretaker. Tony was right. And now, he needs to alert Wendy. Tony then puppets his twin's body, shouting that same mirrored message to his mother, as Danny is now hiding in his own stomach, much like Tony would do before. All of this culminates to the scene, where, in the reflection of the mirror, Tony writes out this message backwards in lipstick. With this snap zoom reveal, all of the self-prophetic visions from each of their mirrored twin subconscious are snapped into reality. It is an expertly crafted cinematic moment that's effective on its own, but if you dive deeper into it, it becomes that much more rewarding. That's why I've been so passive and a little antagonistic in the miniseries depiction of REDRUM, even though it essentially represents the same thing, maybe? I don't actually know. We're constantly shown REDRUM throughout the miniseries, but it mostly comes off as gotta add something spooky to the scene to remind people this is a scary hotel. I understand it straight from the book and probably executed in that medium in a much more terrifying way, but when Danny sees REDRUM morph into murder, it's just goofy. The many times Wendy interacts with REDRUM also seems pretty dumb or inconsequential, as she either thinks it's what pirates drink.
I don't know. Sounds like something a pirate might drink.
Or it just manifests and disappears, all willy-nilly, never actually seeing murder like Danny does. So she's probably just wondering what the hell Danny's dumb little phrase he made up is doing on the walls.
Stop writing on the walls, you little shit. This is a rental.
Now will you stop with that crap?